It is September 10th, 2025, and I caught an osprey just perching. That's an osprey, man. You see them fish, they are something, man. They kite, they go above the water and hover and kite, and then they see a fish and they dive into the water head first, full throttle. That's definitely an osprey. Luckily he's taking his time, man. You know, I guess you figure out ways, you know, like in the animal world, they figure out ways too, of, like if they're just patient, they wait around, a little fishy will swim by and then he'll pounce on it. That is something though, man. That bird, that and the bald eagle, in this area at least, are the most amazing aviators. Man, when they spread their wings and you see that wingspan and just, you know, the tapering of it, they're different than a bald. The bald eagle doesn't want to go in the water. They don't want to get immersed in the water, but the osprey will dive into the water with full acceleration to get the fish to eat. Because, you know, they got to eat, you know. But he's just sitting there. Maybe he just ate, you know. Maybe he already had something to eat. A lot of catfish around here, a lot of them. And if they come up near the surface, boy, that's something to see. Yeah, it really is something to see. What do you think, Harvey? Harvey's here with me. What do you think of that birdie out there waiting to get a treat, huh? Man, I don't care about the birdie treats. Where are my treats? Where are your treats? You need some treats, huh? You want some treats too? Yeah, man. The heck with the birdies. Where are my treats, huh? Where do they go? Well, that osprey is just, it's an incredible aviator. I mean, I am a avid fan of the science and the technology and the natural wonder of flight, of flying. Now there goes a truck, a pickup truck driving on the tracks. Maybe the guy made a run. Uh-oh, here comes a train the other way. Oh geez. Look out! Oh no! Yeah, I'd be beeping my horn too. Hey, you see the engineer talking to the other engineer on the train? Hey, do you see that? There's a pickup truck driving down the... That truck is actually checking the tracks for debris and faults, you know, damage. That's what and he's got a special rig underneath there. He's not really driving on the tracks. I'm sure most of you people know that. Look at the osprey. He's kind of fascinated by it. Are you fascinated by that pickup truck driving on the railroad tracks there, Mr. Osprey? There's smoke alarm going off somewhere. This osprey is just chilling. He must have just eaten, you know. Otherwise, he'd be flying around looking for something. He must have just eaten. Yeah, the Susquehanna Flats are incredible, man. This river is just incredible. The power. What in the hell? I think it's that boat that's sounding off. Oh, I know what it is. A moron alert. The guys driving that boat, it is coming from that boat. The guys driving the boat are morons. That's a moron alert. Look at that osprey, man. You know, they never just sit around. And they see their quality of vision, their scope, and the quality of what they can see at such a long distance. It's just amazing. Now, I question God's will in every way, the way the animal world suffers. I mean, there's so much pain and suffering in the animal world. It's just ridiculous. Being eaten alive is like standard behavior and procedure in the animal world. But that's God's will. And who am I to argue with God's will? I'm not arguing with God's will. I accept God's will, but I also question it. You know, it's important. One thing we should do as human beings is question everything. My dog is wrapping himself around my legs. What are you doing down there, Harvey? Look at him. He's all tangled up in my legs now. Now he can't move. Okay, well, that's your problem. He's okay. I was hoping I could get this osprey, you know, taken to flight, because they are just incredible aviators, man. They are something. See them fly, gee. You can go on YouTube and see it, I know, but seeing it, you know, live and in the present, in the moment, it'd be really cool. Incredible bird, man. And, you know, I don't, in my whole life, I don't ever think I've seen an osprey live fly until I moved here a little more than a year and a half ago. This is the very bottom of the Susquehanna River. Those townhomes over there on the other side of that bridge, that's Perryville, Maryland. It's Maryland on both sides of the river here. It's just, this river is just awesome, man. It makes the Hudson look, you know, like a stream. It makes the Delaware River, anyway. I mean, the Delaware is the water in the Delaware is tapped severely for nuclear power plant and stuff like that. But man, the water here is just, it's, well, fish and birds like the osprey and the bald eagle are doing okay here. I don't know that they're thriving, but they're doing okay. So that osprey obviously is on a rest, he's in rest mode. Maybe he's just going to hang around for a little while and go looking for another fish. Peace.